470 miles. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I came here to do that, man. That's cool. I brought tools too. There's the little toolbox over there, so you don't have to use the bullshit they give you. But yeah, I was gonna put it all together and yeah. That's good, man. That's good. How you doing?
A lot better.
Yeah?
Back on the path.
Hell yeah.
This morning I woke up at 4:30 on the car, went for a mile, mile and a half run.
Hell yeah.
The first time I ran, it was kind of pushing out most of the car. So I ran about a mile and a half. I had negotiations in my mind when I was standing in the shower.
Ooh. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? There we go. Whew. Looks like some of the sound settings got all screwed up. How you doing, Michael? How are you doing? Boom. Let's see if that works. Sorry, guys. Let me just go and double check. Okay, so that works. Whew. What's up, Panda? How you doing? Went for your morning ride, gaming, life stuff. How you doing, Frank? Little drummer boy. Some more Smart Rider drills, Brandon. Guys, we got some more drills. We got some more booklets. We just ordered 500 more of these. I'm signing them all. We got cones for them. Go ahead and grab yourselves a booklet today. It's pinned at the top on the YouTube chat. Laura, welcome. Rasputin, welcome on the Twitch channel. We're multi-streaming. Who cares? The purple snakes. Dylan, I'm glad you're here. You're part of the community, so help out. You're doing great. Anybody get restless leg syndrome from riding? No, I haven't. Not me. I signed in and watched multiple devices today. Robbie, welcome. Grady, how you doing? We got the Craig brothers. We got a few Craigs in here, don't we? Carson, how you doing? Figure out a Rebel, Bolt, Duke, or XSR. The Rebel's a great bike. You're gonna get a lot of value for that money. Russell, that's no buenos, but at least you got one. I need to send them an email. Supposedly the discount code doesn't work for the Edge, which is weird. What do I think about the Tenere 700? Fear the beats. Well, thankfully, Nathan, our newest instructor, has that. Hopefully he's in the chat. He's busy working his butt off, but he absolutely loves it. Honestly, I like dual sports quite a bit. Best advice for a new rider, subscribing to this channel. Now, we're going to be learning a lot about road strategy, some of the fundamental skills that you need to know, a little bit of the rescue, and we're doing some teaching here. So part of the Smart Riders is teaching. It's very important. Dirkley, I can co-sign that. I can co-sign that. But I'm not allowed to say that. Kidster, welcome to the Discord. Jordan Greenhagen. Welcome, Cadet. Thank you, Shen. Thank you. Safe lane splitting strategies sometime. Yes, I would love to. We actually had a small discussion on that on the Discord yesterday with B Wiser. He's coming up with some drills, and we're kind of thinking about what we can do. It's you really want to follow what Utah has put out, and Arizona's gonna be adopting that. Basically, just go no more than 10 miles an hour over the speed of traffic. I think it's 10, 15 miles an hour over the speed of traffic. Only when it's stopped. Only when it's safe to do so. In the 2-lane road, do not split between oncoming traffic. So basically a yellow line, stay on the white. So it has to be dotted. Yeah, there's a lot. How long did you have your first bike before I upgraded? I got my Harley Sportster in 2011, and I upgraded in 2019. So I had my first bike for 8 years. Hey, Russell, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, we got 120 people waiting in class. You guys haven't signed in yet. You got to sign in to get credit for today's class. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. Got the skills from watching YouTube videos. Hey, that's amazing. Guys, we have that Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel. Hey, by the way, everybody, everyone go ahead and take a seat right here, right up front. Go ahead and bring them in. Crisscross applesauce. I want to say something real quick. So, one of the things that we're having is, honestly, this channel is the DanDanTheFireman YouTube channel. I mean, when we first started doing crash reviews 3.5, 4 years ago now, and obviously it's evolved. We were able to afford this wonderful place here, right? It evolved from back then with the content policies, the community guidelines. It was more free for all back then, and even before that, it was more free for all. I mean, you used to see crash compilation channels all the time making millions of dollars. And when I joined in, obviously that wasn't the case because it's all education based, and not a lot of people care about the education part. They just want to see the crashes. So wasn't doing too well. All right, start recording. So we slowly been building up this channel to kind of take away from the crash compilation channel's audience, to be quite honest. We want to convert those people that just love to watch crashes and see people get hurt to become people that like the real life examples of crashes and figure out what to do. So we kind of turned it on its head, and that's the goal. That's what we've been trying to do, right, Grady Phillips? And now it's getting to the point where YouTube has changed their policies. They're getting a little bit more strict because of whatever reasons. They can't monitor billions of minutes of uploaded video a day. So it's pretty much been robo-judged. And all the crash compilation channels are struggling. And this channel is actually kind of lumped in with that, even though it's educational, since we kind of towed the line on that. So we've been really building up the second channel, Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to go over there real quickly and subscribe and come right back, it'd be really beneficial because we might have to be not jumping ship, but we might have to be focusing more on the actual training, like motorcycle, quantifiable, not road strategy, using real life examples, and kind of pivoting a few things, just shifting focus, pivoting. It's not going to be like, hey, we can't do this. No, we're going to continue doing this. I think it's very valuable. My biggest concern, though, is YouTube just literally destroying the channel and completely wiping it off. Like, you can get a channel deleted for stuff like this, even if it's educational. If it gets demonetized, that's one other thing. It just basically makes it to where it's going to be extremely difficult. I mean, you're basically losing your job if it gets demonetized. So it's no fun. But thankfully, we've built up different revenue sources. I'm just being open with you guys. Different revenue sources, so that if that does happen, we're able to still function and continue doing this. And those revenue sources are the shop. So you get the Smart Rider drills, the rescue packs, anything on the shop. But the main thing that I don't like selling stuff. I really hate selling stuff. The main thing is the educational stuff, and that's what I like to do. That's what I feel like my calling is. And that's what the MTC Rider Academy is. And I've been highly focused on delivering the best content, and we've pivoted and focused more on that in the last few months than we have on this channel. That's why you haven't really seen crazy cool updates here on this channel. We've been trying to slowly build it up, but we've been working really hard behind the scenes for the MTC Rider Academy. And what we're trying to build here with the MTC Rider Academy, which is the courses that we have, the membership site that we have. Fear the Beats, welcome. My goal is to create a 12-week, which we got the planning done. We just got to start filming now. We're pre-production's almost complete. We're now going to be in production real soon. Is to create a 12-week, fully integrated, well-rounded academy. When I went through the Fire Academy, I went through 3 Fire Academies. First, when I was 19 in college, well, actually, I went through 4 academies. One was an EMT, but I don't consider that because that wasn't very, that's different. But Fire Academy, college, 19, physical fitness, hardcore, hundreds of push-ups every day, hundreds of miles throughout the course. A book this thick, having to learn a chapter every week, test every week, pass with an 80, or you're out. Hardcore community, hardcore discipline. I went in it, not the worst shape of my life, but I went in it thinking I was in good shape, and I left being in the best shape of my life. I learned quite a bit. I understood things, structure. I've kept that throughout the rest of my life. So right after that, I went into the Fire Academy for Yuma Fire because I had the job opportunity. So I had to retake another academy immediately. And this was a shortened academy. This was a 14-week academy versus 2 semesters. And it was even harder. And there was OJT. There was working with crews. There was craziness. And the attrition rate for both of these were pretty bad, to where like you lost a lot of people if you didn't step up. Went through the fire service there for 9 years, 20 hours of fire training every month, tons of multi-station training, all over the place, just constant. Got into the Northwest Fire District, went through another academy, and this one was even harder. 14 weeks, hardcore physical fitness. You couldn't walk anywhere on the training grounds. You had to run. You had to wear pants. You had to wear tucked in Class B. You had to wear heavy-ass boots. You had to run everywhere. I tore both ACLs, ran hundreds of flights of stairs, did so many workouts, became the best shape of my life, and I learned what I could possibly do, and it made me a better firefighter because I had to learn a bunch of other stuff too. Basically, what I'm trying to say is every single academy I went through, it was like a crucible to become the best I possibly could, physically, mentally, skill-wise, for that situation, for the thing I was working towards. Firefighting, EMS, technical rescue technician and rescue, hazmat, just all over, swift water rescue, all these different things. I'm building that right now from my experience going through multiple academies, 11 years as a firefighter, EMT, in a very busy municipalities. And I'm turning that knowledge into a 12-week program for motorcycle riders to become smart riders. This isn't you're going in on Saturday, Sunday to get your endorsement. This isn't an online class that you spend 3 hours and you kind of walk away like, okay, I got some knowledge. This is a 12-week academy where 3 days a week you're working out. And it's gonna be tough. It's gonna challenge you, but it's gonna be prescribed in a way to where you could do it, whether you're in shape or not. But it's gonna challenge you. You're gonna have a video every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You're gonna have lessons that are in the book that we have. That it's gonna be in the class, our virtual class, and you're gonna have practicals. We're gonna go out on the bike. You're going to find your friction zone. You're going to sit on bikes. You're going to go to the dealership. You're going to do whatever it is. And if you don't have a motorcycle, you're going to use a bicycle. You're going to use an e-bike. And we're going to show you the 3 levels with that. For 12 weeks, we're going to be doing that. You're going to have the rescue portion, so you know how to rescue somebody. We're going to go through the whole rescue, remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop major bleeds, quickly assess the severity, how to do an assessment, how to keep yourself safe on scene, how to take the lead, how to be the person that's directing things so that you can actually save some lives. Anything that you can possibly do, and you don't even have to have gear, but I hope you do. And then I'm going to have a section in there at the very end, the T, and it's going to be the teaching and mentoring, how you're going to be able to do peer coaching, peer teaching. You're going to bring your friend, you're going to bring your wife, you're going to bring your son, you're going to bring your daughter, you're going to bring whoever it is. If you want to teach them, I'm going to give you the tools to do that. 12 weeks, hardcore, intensive, for what it is. You know, you're trying just to be a motorcycle rider, but you're going to be well capable, well-rounded. You're going to have physical fitness. Your mental health is going to improve because you're working your body, you're understanding, you're getting resilience, and you're learning how to prevent a crash, how to mitigate the crash with your skills, what kind of gear to get, how to rescue somebody after a crash, and how to teach and mentor the next generation. And that's going to help you learn how to learn your stuff even more because you have to teach it. Try explaining friction zone to your daughter right now. Try explaining progressive braking to your friend who's been riding. It's difficult. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. And you're going to learn how to teach that. And you're going to learn how to actually do it better. 12 weeks. Every week, we're going to have a live Q&A about this certain subject. And I'm going to be there every week on a new subject. We also have a newsletter coming out, which we actually had our very first one right here. That Nathan, our second instructor, which is helping drive this mission, is starting to put out every single Monday. Every Monday, the MTC Rider Academy newsletter. This is one that he put out. I have one scheduled for next Monday. Talks about the Smart Rider principles. This is it right here. We got a newsletter coming out. We have a new course, which is basically what we're doing here. Basically what we're doing on Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel. And it's the Smart Rider Tips section where it's going to be an article with a video attached to it. Or it's just going to be an article specifically made just for the MTC Rider Academy. But we have newsletters popping out here. We are revamping the whole academy. Revamping the whole academy. And that's because YouTube isn't viable anymore. I don't want to make content for YouTube. I want to make content, safety, training, content for this community. So every Monday on the Discord, in my office, we have a DanDan's office section of the Discord. I share with you what I'm doing on Monday. I tell you what's happening. I tell you what we're planning on doing. I'm telling you the training program that we're working on, that I'm actually doing. I just finished week 2, day 2. Tomorrow I have week 2, day 3, and I got therapy tomorrow. These are the goals I set for myself this week. This right here is just part of the basic training I'm talking about. These are some of the workout equipment and the training that you'll be doing. And here's a subsection of the Smart Rider Fitness. I'm sharing behind the scenes stuff. There's the Smart Rider tips over there. And then every Friday, I'm checking in and holding myself accountable to it. Guys, if you want to help out, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to get on the ground floor, provide feedback, if you want to support what we're doing here, join the MTC Rider Academy now. Because in 2023, when we launch this, because we're going to give ourselves a full 6 months. Actually, we got, less than 6 months now. We've been working hard. We're giving ourselves the full 6 months to create it. In 2023, the price is going to go up because of all the work we're doing. We want to hire some fitness content creators to make a better workout program that's advanced. I want to hire Prep Medic again or somebody similar to do an advanced rescue course. I want to be able to afford training for the instructors here. We're taking a tactical emergency casualty care class at the end of this month, so we get more rescue operations training. These are all things that we're trying to do, and we're trying to make it to where it's a crowd-funded educational course for these members. This the smart riders, the DDFM crew, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, we're all joining the Motorcycle Training Concepts Rider Academy, the MTC Rider Academy. So guys, if you want to support, your first month is free. If you join now, you lock in your price. You lock in this price. But you can get your first month free using discount code SmartRider. MotoMadness stuff is mainly like road rage stuff, and it's not something I want to do. But we're working on a bunch of stuff like that. And that's how you can help support this goal, this vision of mine, because that's not the end. Once we complete this, it's not the end. After that, it's a weekly Q&A. We're doing a weekly article. We're producing videos on motorcycle training concepts. I'm building out a set. You guys saw the intro where Nathan was working on his desk. It's complete. This whole area that you see, all the white and everything. Let's go, we can go back to the beginning, but everything, we're building a set for the After the Ride podcast. So we're going to have an After the Ride podcast. Now I can actually bring people in. One only, and we could bring you in here after I get some stage flats up. I get some flooring, get some couches, get everything in the background, have a nice little shot. We're going to talk about track days. I want to bring in Walt Terrific. We're going to talk about what his plans are doing. We're going to bring in maybe Jerry Palladino. Maybe we're going to bring in Yaminu. Maybe, who knows? We're going to bring in an injury lawyer to come in here to talk. We're going to bring in a doctor, an ER doctor, maybe some firefighters, police officers, maybe B. Weiser from the chat or from a Discord, because he's working with, I think, Abate. Is it Abate? Abate? Whatever it is. Anyways, because he's in there lobbying for motorcycle rights. We can get some information for there. And that's going to happen every week. I can't trust YouTube. I can't trust YouTube. I'm not going to bring in Max Earth, no. No, he's probably going to be arrested by the time he gets here. I can't trust YouTube. Can't trust these platforms. The MTC Rider Academy is our platform. The DDFM crew smart riders, this community, that's our platform. Discord is absolutely free. We got 10,000 people in there. It's a nice chat room. I'm heavily focused on that. I can't heavily focus on YouTube chat. I can't heavily focus on the YouTube members. I can't heavily focus on anything, because if they just take it away, they take it away. They already took away monetization on Instagram. They made it to where there's nothing I can do, basically. I've gotten community guideline strikes on Instagram. Basically, Facebook and Meta or whatever is going to go away. All I have left is YouTube, Discord, and the MTC Rider Academy. So, you know what? MTC Rider Academy and Discord and the emails for the newsletter, that's all of us. It has nothing to do with YouTube, has nothing to do with anybody else having control over anything. If we can make it to where the MTC Rider Academy basically just takes over YouTube and all these other places, the shop and all that, that means I'm creating content specifically just for you, and you guys get to tell me what you want, and I'm going to work my ass off and be creative and figure out a way to teach it. That's what it is. The more people we have, I can't teach it, I'm going to hire somebody else that will teach it. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do here. So thank you so much for everybody that has joined. Tasha, thank you for joining. James, I see you joined. If you join in, the MTC Rider Academy, in the Discord, it pops up saying that you joined. So thank you so much for joining. First month is free. Stick around. Stick around. If you get the year-long membership, it's actually cheaper. Yeah, one only. I want to get to a point where even the MTC Rider Academy is on a different platform. I want to get a WordPress site. I don't know how to do it. Learning management software. I don't know how to do it. So like these are all things that I can't afford to hire anybody to do. So at this point, I'm doing no-code stuff, which is YouTube, Discord, Shopify, Thinkific is the platform. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to say this every now and then, but I'm building something. And, if you guys want to see some behind the scenes, I mean, I'm willing to share. I wrote out, you guys want to see something? I wrote out, I went on this crazy, just 5-hour stream of consciousness binge, and I made 31 pages. 31 pages. Just on explaining what the Smart Rider principles are. just explaining what the smart rider principles are. I basically created a book just based off of what the smart rider principles are. I'm not talking about what kind of motorcycles there are. Excuse me, not what kind of motorcycles there are, what kind of gear to get outside of, textile. I talk about the armor only textile versus leather. We do talk about jackets and pants and all that other stuff, but I'm not saying, hey, get a Shoei. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Short cuff versus gauntlet club. I did this all in 5 hours, stream of consciousness, talking about rescue operations. And I finally get to the point where I'm here. I need to work on this part. This is me. This is what I want to do. This is my job. This is my life now. I can't trust YouTube. I can't trust YouTube. I just can't. So we're gonna go ahead and go all in, and I want you guys to join me. I want you guys to join me. Join the MTC Rider Academy. First month is free. Take the Smart Rider basic training that's already there. The Smart Rider drills are on there. You get to download the books, or at least you get to view all the books. You can view the actual Smart Rider basic training book, the training drill book, the rescue booklet. You can download the rescue cards. You can view the, or at least, yeah, you can view the how to buy a motorcycle. You get the Smart Rider tips, articles, and videos when they come out. You get, you already get all that. Yeah, exactly, Robbie. They're a business and they're using us, and we're at the point now where we've built out such a huge community. Let's go ahead and take our community somewhere and do what we want to do, which is to learn how to ride and how to do it safely. So that's what we're going to do. I'm more fired up than ever. I got Nathan behind me, and he's more fired up than me sometimes, and he's busting his ass, and he's killing it. He's writing articles, and he knows the Smart Rider principles just as much as I do. We got 2 instructors here now. We're slowly building it out. Can't wait to get a 3rd and a 4th, but the only way we can do that is if we actually have enough people in the academy. With firefighting, what they did was that, typically every 1,000 to 3,000 new citizens in the city, they had to hire another firefighter. I think it was every 1,000, 1,500. Yeah, every 1,500 citizens, they had to hire another firefighter to augment and to actually take care of that municipality and that community. So the more people we have less than 1,000 members on the MTC Rider Academy, and we got 2 instructors that are pumping things out. I'm one of them. So the more we have, the more instructors I can get, and the more instructors I can get, the more people that are basically going to do what I can do. That means I can go out and exactly do what you want, the DDFM World Tour. That's what I want to do. I want to get out, at least start with the United States. Let's start with Arizona, start with Tucson, start doing stuff in Tucson, start doing stuff in Phoenix, start doing stuff in California, start going all over the United States and having Smart Rider drill competitions, timing you, who could do it the fastest, who could do it the slowest, teams. I got it all. I can't do that because right now I'm focused on actually creating the foundation of it. I'm not going to go and half-ass it. We're doing it. I'm getting you the training, going to get you the fun, and I'm going to get you to where you can coach others so you guys can go have the fun, have the training, and coach all on your own. I'm not here to control. I'm here to spread the knowledge so you guys can continue doing this even after I'm dead. So join the academy. I just really wanted to get that off my chest. YouTube has been tough. They've been doing some dumb stuff lately. Instagram has been worse. It's just, I don't know. Join the academy. Join the academy. You're 1 month free, just so you can check it out. I think I'm being pretty fair with that. 1 whole month. Whew. And that's another thing. I'm hoping to get it to where it's, if you pass these classes, you do get a patch. It's been a tough week. Joining the academy makes it a lot easier. Let me go ahead and get everything kind of situated. And Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel will have clips and highlights of the content from the MTC Rider Academy. So you're not going to get the MTC Rider Academy is going to get exclusive content, and it's going to get content in the full range of it. So Motorcycle Training Concepts will get like a very small snippet of like a 20-minute lesson. They're going to get like a 2-minute part of that. Carson, I would love to. We're already looking into that. You have to basically get your course certified through insurance, and that's something that we're working towards. It's just that we got it. Now I'm revamping a lot of things, right? Stoner Gaming with the $4.99. Shoo. All right. Thank you, Stoner. Let's go ahead and head out to class. Stoner Gaming. Dun, dun, dun. Is there a way to work towards something that would be accepted by driver services and getting your license? I've looked into that, Grady. That's a third-party motor vehicle division testing facility, and the MSF and Total Control pretty much have full lock on that. So that would probably be like a 10-year plan versus a coming up soon thing. And that's really not my goal. My goal is to get actual certifications for you guys and like that you can apply to places. But at the end of the day, the goal of the MTC Rider Academy is for you to become the best and capable rider that you can possibly be. You witness a crash, you save somebody's life, you teach somebody something, you prevent your crash in the first place, you are in physical you're in physical shape, your mental health is doing really well because you have multiple ways of coping versus just going for a ride. You can go for a ride, you can teach somebody else so you can get that satisfaction, you can go work out. I want to have a mental health section of the MTC Rider Academy, so you're going to have places to talk to. We have the Discord where the community itself is banding together, so if you're having a tough time, you can lean on them. Like that's what I'm trying to have this full-service, community-based educational facility that also promotes physical fitness and health. Like, it's a full-on everything. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things, a lot of verticals to go through, so I'm focusing on the few that I do know, which honestly, as a firefighter, we had to learn 150 different skills. Like, let's go ahead and go over that. Like, just one of them. Let's just pick one thing. Hoses. Okay, there's multiple different kinds of hoses. There's different size hoses. There's LDH. There's 1.5 1 3/4, 2.5. There's different couplings. There's different connectors. There's different appliances that connect. There's Siamese appliance. There's the Y appliance. There's so many different things. There's the inner lining. There's smooth bore, fog, straight stream, all these different ways. And then there's different ways of rolling that hose. You can do a straight roll, donut roll, reverse roll, how to load the hose on the engine. Just hoses. And I didn't even go over half of that. So that's a lot of information that I'm trying to impart on everybody here when it comes to how to do road strategy, maintaining your fundamental skills, what kind of gear to get, why you should get certain kinds of gear and for what reasons, and then do your own risk assessment, have an educated decision, how to rescue somebody. Just doing an assessment, there's hundreds of different possibilities. But we're trying to make it as simple as possible, so all you have to do is go up and remember the acronym RESCUE. Teaching and mentoring, that's a whole other area. And all these things you don't have to do. You don't have to. Mahai, how you doing? At the end of the day, if you just want to learn how to ride, well, shoot, you're joining the academy, you're going to be the best damn rider on the street, in your group, and you're not going to become a statistic. That's what I'm trying to do. All right. It's a lot of work. I'm dedicated to it. I've been here doing this for 7 years now. I've been making YouTube videos consistently, seriously, for 7 years. All right, everybody. What we have here is a Bikerz video. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Let's jump right into it. We got a Bikerz video right here. Hard crash. Let's figure out what happened. The goal is to do an after-action review. Just pick out a few things that we could have done differently. Pick out a few things that they did right. And then we're going to learn from this visual, real-life example so that your brain can understand it. So that when you see this out in the road, you see somebody pulling out in front of you, you see somebody slamming the brakes, you see somebody smashing the brakes on panic braking and falling down because of traction loss. We're going to see it here so that hopefully your brain remembers not to do it out there. That's what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look. All right, Kawasaki Diary, you got side of the vehicle. Side of the vehicle, a nice little swerve towards the last second. Did a great job. Sacramaniac CC. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh wait, no, let's go ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take a look at that. That was a great job. So what he was doing was he found the problem. He was planning his ride. He's positioned for safety as best he possibly can. He's locating things, and he's going to adapt or navigate this threat. So he's coming up to here. He sees an intersection. We see that side of the vehicle. That means there's an intersection. This is a cross intersection. We should be in orange stage. Okay, orange stage just means that we're ready and perceived a threat, ready to act. And if you don't know, we have white, yellow, orange, red, and brown stage. Yellow stage is what you're typically in. Orange is when you see a corner or an intersection or anything that tells your gut to say, oh, I don't like this. I mean, you're scanning everything, looking around, planning your ride even better. Red stage, you're going to do something that is going to get you out of there. You're finding an escape path to swerve into, or you can do some emergency progressive braking. So if you don't know what progressive braking is here, that's what it is. So that's what he does. He does some really good progressive braking from here to here. This is our total stopping distance. We're going to do a quick lesson at the first, and then we're going to move on to just kind of skimming through some of these videos. So he's doing really good progressive braking because he sees this person as a threat. He's not going to be able to stop in time, but he's hoping that that person stops. He's doing this, and he's buying himself time. Instead of speeding up and rev bombing, which is closing the gap even quicker, he's slowing down to be like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And then not last second, before it becomes a real problem like a crash, he actually finds that escape path, and he says, you know what? I got to do something, and swerves left. So this is a really good smart riding example right here. He was seeking and recognizing. He has good fundamental skills. I believe he has gear. Doesn't need to rescue anybody. And he's actually helping teach and mentor us here. So let's go ahead and watch him get closer. Whoa. So he's slowing down. He's having that whoa moment. He's not panicking. He's just like, whoa, what's going on? He's perceiving the threat. He's reacting with his voice and reacting with the brakes. So right here, he's actually slowed down. He's pulled in the clutch. This person is not really stopping. Maybe doesn't see us. Why do you think this driver does not see us? Well, we got a nice little glare right there. So maybe sun in the eyes, inattentional blindness, can't really tell, what the threat is. They're panicking too, so they don't do anything. They just freeze. But us as a motorcycle rider, we can't trust these people to do the right thing. We have to do the right thing. So he's finding the escape path at this point. He is, instead of trying to go straight, he's going to collide right here. He's going to swerve. Found the escape path. This is his escape path. He's got to get out of there. He's got to do something. If you don't do anything, you're going to crash. He's doing something. He's getting himself out of there. So he's going to do a really good red stage maneuver. He's engaged in an emergency response, get himself out of there, and let's see how it handles. Okay, we just swerved. Now imagine there's an oncoming car, which there is right up there coming up. So at this point, we have to get back into our lane. Okay, now we have to plan again. So we have to position for safety. We're not in a position for safety. We locate a threat up here, and now we have to adapt back into our lane. That's what he's doing. So this is a really good example of what you should do
Christ.
in a close call.
Bitch.
See, there's the car right there. And afterwards, yeah, go ahead and say your thing. Let's watch it in full speed so you can now understand what it is that we're talking about with the knowledge. And let's just watch.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Fucking bitch.
Yeah. Great job. Great job. So make sure everybody signs into class today. Hit that like button. Make sure you do that. And if you want to know more, join the MTC Basic Training course, MTC Rider Basic Training course. Link is in the description. First month free using the discount code SMARTRIDER. We teach this right here. This is road strategy. Join up.
Wow.
All right. Deceptic Chris. Okay. Green. Intersection. Ooh. Lost a little traction, but it came back up. Not a bad deal. He didn't panic. Let's take a quick look at this. It looks like he was going to take a right-handed turn, lost some traction, maybe a little bit too much front brakes, trying to slow down too much towards the end, started to fall down, but instead of like, well, I got to keep making that turn, stands it back up, and he's like, oh, shoot, I'm going to find this escape path, which is basically just going straight. So he wants to slow down. He's turning, lost some traction. Instead of trying to make it back that way, he's like, well, I'm just going to go straight. Everything's fine. So he lost traction, it gained traction, close call. Okay, can't see much around this corner. We have side of the vehicle coming up. We're going to get into left lane. Ooh, get boxed in. Don't speed through areas that are kind of freaky. Oh, we got pinched off. All right. So law of gross tonnage on this one. What's up, Martin? How you doing? So law of gross tonnage on this one. We're trying to fight and get into a position that's better for us. This isn't what we're supposed to be doing. Remember, we're supposed to be seeking out and recognizing hazardous situations. We're going into an intersection, high traffic. To me, this is orange stage. I don't need to get anywhere about 5 seconds faster by cutting people off. I'm just going to sit back and relax. So we're going to get over here. And now that bus is in our lane. At this point, we should understand this is a bad decision. And you know what? We can change our decisions. We don't have to continue going on. We can actually turn around and basically stop. So what we should be doing is applying some progressive brake pressure and staying behind the bus. That's what we should be doing. Now, our original goal was to get here, but we don't need to marry our decisions. We don't need to say, guaranteed, this is what I'm doing. I made that decision. I'm going. If we see it again and we make another judgment call, and it's like, this isn't going to work, then we have to make a new decision on what situation we're currently in and prevent a dangerous close call or a crash. And that's part of planning your ride. We're positioned for safety, locate hazards, adapt. We go back to position, we locate hazards, adapt. We go back to position, locate hazards, and adapt. We go back to position, locate hazards. Oh crap, this is not good. Navigate this threat. So we positioned for safety earlier, got over here. We're positioned here, we're locating. Now we need to go ahead and apply some brake pressure because it's not going to work out. And that's what should have been done. But instead, we wanted to accelerate and fight for it. So right here, it's like we're going to fight for it. Maybe go for an escape path in oncoming traffic, apply the brakes, turn around as quick as possible with really good U-turns that you learned when you're applying the cone patterns with the Smart Rider Motorcycle Training Drill booklet. Right here, you get a set of cones when you order it. Lots of drills, 21 plus drills. Links in the description. This is a bad spot to be in. Bad spot to be in. Don't do that. All right, he decided to switch it up last minute. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Oh, there's a guy has the indicators. Don't try to cut him off on the right. Found an escape path, though. You notice how rev bombing doesn't work? So this right here is a pretty good space cushion. Pretty good space cushion. We're getting over here. We have an indicator. Okay, we have a really good space cushion. We're fighting for this lane. All we have to do is slow it down. So decelerate with our hands right here. Do good progressive brake pressure. Or we don't have to. Just roll off the throttle. Get back into the original lane we were in. And call it a day. At this point, what we're doing is like, no, I got here first. You should have seen me. You're doing it wrong. You're using an indicator to get to the right lane to turn right. I have this ego that says I should get what I want. We get up to here, now it becomes a problem. We saw the problem back there. We didn't do anything about it. Now we're here, we see a problem. And instead of applying now really good progressive brake pressure, because we're going to hit this person, because we're not going to be able to stop in time, they're going to cut us off. What we do is rev bomb. We're rev bombing instead of getting ourselves out of danger. We are so lucky that there's an escape path, which is a sidewalk. Thankfully, we're able to go for it, and thankfully this person didn't T-bone us or hit us in the side in an angular incident and then break our left leg. We were able to get ourselves out of here. Look at that, threading the needle. We got ourselves in a close call because we wanted to fight for our lane, not because this driver was doing something stupid, because we fought for the lane. We are safe here. We're not safe here. We could do more here than we could do here. Luck is going to prevent us crashing here. Our skill is going to prevent us crashing here. Let's be smart about it. Exactly, Dirkly. Biker made himself part of the problem. All right, we're moving through here. There's the side of the vehicle. A little bit freaky, handled it okay. I would have just accelerated out of there instead of pulling the clutch. So let's take a quick look at that. So the situation that we're in, we need to pay attention to this situation. We have an intersection to the right. We have an intersection to the left. You can tell because there is a space between the buildings, and you see the pedestrian crossing. This should be orange stage no matter what. He's doing decent speeds. He's not hauling ass. He has full gear. At least that's what it seems. So part of being a smart rider is seeking that this is a bad area, maintaining good skills, acquiring some gear. So he's getting up to here. He sees that. He perceived it. You saw him move around. This person came up out of nowhere. Hopefully they stop. It doesn't seem like they're stopping. He's planning his ride. He located the hazard, and he's positioning a little bit better. He located this, and he's going to position. He's setting himself up before this becomes a real problem. But then he's going to rev bomb. That's one skill I don't want you guys doing. You're either going to accelerate out of here, swerve out of here, or apply really good progressive brake pressure with the low amount of speed that you have. Hopefully you can stop. But he's going to go ahead and rev bomb and kind of coast out of there. We're not trying to coast our way out of here. Use the bike that we have. We have acceleration properties of this bike. Use them. You don't have to use a lot, just use them. But at this point, what he's doing is actually slowing down, not having engine braking help. He's not progressively braking. He's staring and target fixating on the problem versus the solution. And he's barely adjusting himself. This is a close call that could have been a lot worse if this person actually accelerated, tried to make it. All right, sad qua. Oh, don't fall off the mountain. Please don't fall off. Oh, no, no, no. Save it, 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 save it. How did that happen? Oh, man. How did that happen? So this is why with the new Smart Rider basic training that we're going to have at the MTC Rider Academy in 2023 is going to involve physical fitness, because this kind of stuff, it's like you got to have that strength. All right, let's see what happens here. He's going to get up to the edge. The bike is still on, and it looks like it was still in gear, but for some reason this BMW doesn't have an engine shutoff switch attached to the side stand to turn off the motor. That's kind of weird. Maybe it wasn't fully engaged, the side stand, so that it made that, or it is not working, or he disconnected it, but it looked like it continued going. He was in first gear and it continued going. Cruise control could be on. Let's take a quick look at that again. So just look at the bike, look at the tires. Look at the tires. It starts to rotate and actually go. And maybe they're having problems pulling the bike up because it is in gear. So at that point, you put it in neutral, shut off the engine, put it in neutral, and then pull it out of there. He was able to stop it. So maybe he hit the engine shutoff switch now. But we're going to have physical fitness in the basic training course in 2023. Follow me on the journey. You get to see behind the scenes physical fitness on the Discord server that we have. I post the weekly workouts that I'm testing out that you guys will be doing next year. So Lars, here we go. We got some wheelies. We're setting up for the turn. Barely, not really. So we have people stopping here at an intersection. We are not prepped and ready to apply the brakes. We are going to go ahead and clip our buddy here. We have somebody stopping on the right because it looks like it was a yellow. So the person that stopped right here that we hit was slowing down for a stop. This is not the area to be playing around in when it comes to wheelies because you have an intersection coming up. You have a turn coming up. Do your wheelies on a straightaway that you know there's no traffic, there's no obstacles, and that's typically on a closed course, like in a big parking lot. Or, you know, if you want to do it out on the streets, go right ahead. Wear full gear because you're high risk. Make sure your buddies know how to rescue you. Hopefully they have a rescue pack, which is on sale right now on our store. You can have everything you need for bleeding control loss and a bunch of other stuff. But right here is not the area to do it. We should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for this intersection. We have an obstacle here. Yes, he passed us. Doesn't really matter. We have this right here, the intersection and the turn. What are we trying to do? Do you feel like you have enough skill to be able to land the bike and stop when there's a car pulling out in front of you last second? I don't know. I haven't found anybody yet that could do that. Got very lucky. This could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Look at that. Even if he was going straight, he's not in his lane. He's going to hit the person in that lane. All right. So we have... Please don't get hit. Ooh. That's a tough one because you have your handlebars turned and you're applying the brakes. So that is what you call a line of sight problem. So we're going to get up to here. So we have a line of sight problem. We're going to be turning right. We can't see around this big truck. He's going to go nice and wide. The other person's being an idiot and hauling ass. I always use this as an example. In a haunted house, you are slowly looking around corners for that guy with the chainsaw or that thing that's going to jump out at you. You're doing that because if you run, you can get caught off guard and you could be surprised. So you want to be aware. You're looking around it through these areas with terrible line of sight, and that's the point of being scared. They jump out at you. When you get surprised, you panic. You get surprised, you get scared. When you get surprised, you go to the lowest level of training that you have. And thankfully, this person had pretty good training because the handlebars were turned and he applied the brakes and didn't fall over. Okay, he straightened them up a little bit and applied and wasn't going fast, wasn't cutting people off, wasn't doing any of that. Sees this, applies the brakes. Was able to handle it. That person is going to back up. We're going to straighten the handlebars and do good slow speed maneuvers to get up there. I don't know if he has his feet down, whatever it is. Good slow speed maneuvers. Got the friction zone, a little bit of throttle control, and went forward. Really good. Good job. Here we go. Motorcycle cycle man. Okay. And we have intersection. Oh. Ay. So intersection, we have a right turner. That person wasn't supposed to do that. And here's one of those things. He wasn't going to be able to prevent this. He wasn't going to be able to prevent that. And it's like, yeah, you know, we're talking about road strategy. We're talking about how to prevent these accidents. But part of being a smart rider is that we're doing everything we can. These first three is everything we have control over. Everything that we can do. Seeks out, recognizes, and just understands. We're hoping to use our fundamental motorcycle skills to avoid these things. We're going to use gear that we have, personal protective equipment, just in case something happens. And then we're hoping that we can self-rescue, or somebody that is a smart rider that's riding behind you. Maybe the guy that you crash into is a smart rider but driving today, so he's not a smart driver. Maybe that person over there is a smart rider. Maybe this person walking is a smart rider, and they have the medical training possible to help you out. So here's the thing. When it comes to this, there's not much he could have done. There's not enough total stopping distance. He wasn't going to be able to swerve in time. It happened way too quickly. So this is one of the things that can happen when you're riding your motorcycle. So be prepared with as much gear as possible, head to tippy toe. Okay, you got your full face helmet. You got a really good jacket with shoulder and elbow armor and back armor. You have really good gloves that has armor in it, motorcycle gloves, motorcycle pants with knee and hip armor and abrasion resistance on the trunk and in the more areas that are going to get hit, like the knees. And you have good motorcycle boots that are over the ankle, hopefully protect your calcaneus, which is the back of your foot, where you can, put the heel down and then protect your toes and a mid-shank sole. So you want to make sure you have all these things. Sun is in their eyes, exactly, Harry. And we have to be prepared just for a crash like this. Okay, hopefully nothing bad's going to happen. No life-altering injuries. Hopefully these are things that we can heal from, but there's also the mental aspect, okay? That's going to shake your confidence. That's a traumatic stress environment. Hopefully he's doing fine. All right, here we go. Ram mount. You guys know what's up. He needs to have himself a quad lock. Okay, grab yourself a quad lock motorcycle handlebar mount. Go ahead and use the vibration dampener so you can keep your motorcycle camera, or your phone camera in good tippy-top shape, and it won't be falling off like this. His phone's actually on the ground about 3 miles back. Here we go. Okay, we're intersecting here. We're intersecting. Good job with the braking. You can have that helmet chat. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
He's not doing anything stupid. He didn't rev bomb. He didn't honk his horn. This is a smart rider outside of the ram mount. But this is what I'm talking about here. We have a parking lot. We should be in orange stage. You got a pedestrian. You got side of the bicycle. We have people wanting to go in, go out of the gas station. So we should be kind of prepped and ready. Plus, we're going to an intersection to go ahead and merge on this main road. We should be looking around and paying attention. So right here, we see this vehicle coming in. They're merging out. Now, why did that vehicle go out when we're coming? They either didn't see us because of unintentional blindness, but take a quick look at a possible line of sight issue here. This sign, when we're back a little bit, let's go back just a little bit more, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this sign is blocking the vehicle. That's going to be kind of difficult for that vehicle to see us based off of the fact that they're not looking for us because of unintentional blindness. They're looking for other cars. The brain literally shuts off looking for motorcyclists. They're looking for pedestrians and other vehicles, things that are typical for a car driver. Motorcycle riders, everything is typical for us, so we see everything. That's one of the great things about being a motorcycle rider is that you can actually become a better car driver too. So they have that blocking. They have unintentional blindness. That's no excuse for them to pull out and we hit them. But at the end of the day, we need to understand our enemy. We need to understand the problems that they have. We understand how to mitigate those issues with our skills. We can't make them not do this. We have to make ourselves become better so that we don't hit things. So when we see something like this, like in a parking lot, we don't see the car, but we see the parking lot. We see the situation we're in. We're in orange stage. We're like, man, I don't know. I'm going to be covering the brakes. I'm going to be looking for escape paths until I'm in a safer environment, and then I can go back into yellow stage where I'm just kind of zoned in. So we're coming up to here. There's the person. We did a really good perception and reaction. We're applying progressive brake pressure. We want to maintain our good space cushion. We know they're going to come out. And we're going to go ahead and get pissed off in our head, but we're not going to go really far in there. We're not going to accelerate and then rev bomb and honk and flip off and punch mirrors. That's just putting ourselves in a dangerous situation. We're doing exactly what we should be doing here. This is a smart rider.
Jezus.
Very good, very good.
Kijk nou gewoon even.
Very good.
Achterlijke.
Make sure you guys share this live stream. All right, Nico VTR, right behind that person crossing a double yellow. Well, they're crossing a double yellow. Good job with the braking, but we put ourselves in that situation. We're accelerating super fast. Pilot rider going through here, going pretty fast, going 165 something. More than likely way above the speed limit. And now we crashed. Got some speed wobbles, hit maybe some debris. Suspension is no buenos. We got to get ourselves out of the situation. Swerve to the left. Look how far that bike slid. Look how far that bike slid.
Guidonage, problem de guidonage.
All right, this is the moment we need to rescue somebody. Look how far he has to run. Look how far he has to run. Thankfully, this guy has some gear. The impact is the impact, but he's got abrasion resistance. He's limping. He can't really move. He's talking, though. That's a good sign. So the limping part is going to be the musculoskeletal issues, but if he's like disorganized and just disoriented, and he's just like, if he's doing that, more than likely it's a brain issue. And that's what we talk about with the head injury symptoms, spinal cord, and possibly shock symptoms. But this is probably going to be just a musculoskeletal. You can still have a really bad headache. Oops, let's go ahead and bring that up there. And that's going to be a traumatic brain injury. You can have a concussion and still function. It's just that it's not going to be good. So I don't know where this place is at, but in the United States, from what I understand, please correct me if I'm wrong, these lines right here are about 20 feet long, and I believe the lines or the space in between is about 30 feet long, and then that's basically it. So 50 feet of a line space, 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet, 50 feet. Please tell me if I'm wrong. It's probably further than that. Just watch how far he slid the moment he hit, just from what we can see. So there's the impact. So that's the moment he starts sliding. So here's a line, and let's just say he starts on that line. So he's starting in the middle of that gap. So he's going to start with the 30 feet. So 30 feet, 40 feet. Oh, I can't even count it that quickly. Can't even count it that quickly. They look tiny. It looks tiny. These little lines look tiny when you're going fast. But look how far he's sliding on his back, his shoulder, his hips, his buttocks, his face. But now when we get off the bike on an interstate, take a look how long these lines are. So he's going to have to jog now. Look at the line. Look how long that is. Look at the gap in between. He's jogging 3 meters or 9 meters. Okay. See, I could be wrong. He slid hundreds of feet. He slid hundreds of feet. Hopefully your gear is going to be good. If you're just wearing a t-shirt, regular jeans, maybe some chinos and some sandals, that stuff is gone after the first 50 feet, and you still got, what, 200, 300, 400 feet to go? What do you think your skin's going to do? This is where we start having issues, everybody. Wear your full gear. Don't be speeding like crazy. His gear right here saved his life, or at least saved him from having life-altering injuries. So when we get up to here, we see our buddies crash. What we need to do is remain calm. Okay, we have to get ready to call 911 and tell someone to call 911. So the RESQ is the goal. Okay, the goal is to remain calm. The goal is to ensure your own safety. The goal is to stop major bleeds. The goal is to quickly assess the severity. How do you remain calm? A good thing to do is call 911 or tell someone to call 911. That gives you something to do. It makes you think. It makes you slow your breathing down. It makes your heart rate go down a little bit. Ensuring your own safety, thinking about ensuring your own safety. We haven't even done anything yet to the person. Now let's think about ourselves, okay? Let's calm ourselves. Let's look for hazards. We're in the middle of an interstate. We don't want to get hit ourselves. And make sure we wear personal protective equipment like those blue nitrile gloves so that we don't get any bloodborne pathogens. So we're still trying to remain calm. Still trying to remain calm. Okay, so 10 feet and 30 feet. I was close. Still quite far, right? Thank you, Dirkley. And now we're going to get into stop major bleeds. Whenever you get yourselves a rescue pack or anything like that from the store, you actually get yourself this rescue booklet. Now, this card right here, you also get the card, which I actually keep in my wallet. It's the size of a card. But you get this, so you can study this. You can even take this with you, put it in your jacket in that Neapolitan, thinking of ice cream, Napoleon pocket. And what you're going to get inside each one of these is the full-on description. There's only so much you can put on a card, but we're going to talk about how to talk to dispatch. We're going to talk about going 100 feet either way to slow down traffic or to stop traffic, what kind of gear to have. You can have goggles or just use your face shield. Don't become a victim yourself. So if somebody crashed off the side of a mountain, don't become a victim down there. How to stop major bleeds, how to apply pressure, how to pack the wound, how to apply a tourniquet, all in here. So right here, how to apply a tourniquet. You want to cinch it down. It's all explained in here. How to pack the wound, and then you have all the issues with head injury symptoms, spinal cord injuries, and shock symptoms. Okay, everything here. Check it out. It's a fun little comic book, and you get that for free when you get yourself the rescue pack. So Here, though, let's get ready to stop major bleeds. Let's calm down ourselves. Let's take a quick look at what's going on. Okay, so with this kind of mechanism of injury, I'm assuming a lot of thermal transfer, so a lot of friction on the ground, creating heat, causing burns. Now, if his gear gets ripped off, now we have abrasions, so we can have road rash. So I'm thinking of a lot of blood. But now, here's what I see. I see him standing up. I see him putting weight on both legs. He's standing up, means he's got blood pressure. Means his brain is working, means his heart is working. He's not choking to death right now, so his lungs are working, his airway's working, and all these things are working right now. But he can still have a head injury, a spinal cord injury, and then that's going to either cause him to go into neurogenic shock or hypovolemic shock. Neurogenic shock is going to be anything that's going to affect the nervous system and put you into a shocky state, which is hypoperfusion and hypovolemic shock. So hypovolemic shock is when you lose blood. The blood is supposed to stay within the blood vessels, but if it bleeds out inside, you have internal bleeding, it's not getting where it needs to go, it's staying in your gut. If it's shooting out of your body, it's not getting where it needs to go, it's outside in the world. You need to oxygenate your brain, you need to oxygenate your tissues, you need to deliver glucose to your brain and nutrition to your tissues. It's not going to work if you're bleeding out, and that's what shock symptoms are. But this is a good sign that he's walking. Let's get him off the road because we have to ensure his own safety, because imagine getting hit by another vehicle now, because we're still on the road. So my next goal, hopefully we can see it, my next goal is to get him in front of this front of the truck, but more towards the guardrail, sit him down, because he could drop blood pressure right now, fall face first, and now have even more of an injury. So get him where he needs to go. Get him out of the road. If he can walk, great. But sit him down. Wait for emergency services to check him out. See how that? Look at that car. Imagine if that car was in our lane and wasn't paying attention. Bazinga! Here we go. Slow down for the turn. Slow down for the turn. Looks like we had people waving people down there. We have side of the vehicle. Good job with the braking. Good job with the maneuvering. Got himself out of there. I like that idea, Waldo. Two-wheel T. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, somebody's cutting us off.
He just tried to hit me.
I don't think he tried to hit you. I think he just wanted to... Ooh, maybe they are. At this point, let that idiot be an idiot. Have other vehicles be in between you and that idiot. Don't antagonize, don't encourage, don't be a part of it. Alright, we got a sharp left turn coming up ahead. We have some people coming around the mountain, or the curve. Hopefully none of them low sides. Nope, they handled it. He's going nice and slow. This looks like tortilla flats. Oh, pay attention. That looks like in an area east of Phoenix, Arizona. Wasn't paying attention. I should never look back. I got way too cocky. Oh, nice. Yeah, it can. That was a good after-action review. All right, we're going to go in a roundabout. We should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for any idiots doing this, which he is. Good job with the progressive brake pressure. Handled it really well. Moving on with our day. All right, get your hands on those handlebars in this crazy area. Okay, is this dirt? Oh, found that uncommon thing in a common situation. Good job. Moving over. This is an example of planning your ride. He's going to position himself for safety because he located a hazard. And all it's going to take is for him to adapt to that. Just needs to adapt to it. Very, very good. All right, Hayden R1. All right, we're passing on the right. Not a good sign. There's a lot of road debris, but we should be passing on the right anyways.
Did he get airlifted?
Huh?
He get airlifted?
No. He's moving. He's conscious. He's moving his legs, his arms.
You get on film?
Huh?
You get on film?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No. not him crashing.
Oh, okay. You got everything else though,
I got
fam?
everything. I got us coming back the whole way here, legit, the whole way here.
William Gagney, welcome. Is this all it is? They're just gonna talk about it?
Oh my god.
All right. Here we go. We got to merge. Go and accelerate through here. Watch out for any sides of the vehicles. This guy looks like he might be merging into us. Slow it down.
What are you doing?
Handled it.
Right here.
Hey, it's a close call. Now let's go ahead and calm it down. Ah, that's what I was saying. Now we have to calm it down. Gotta relax a little bit after that. You handled it. All right, so we're on a track. That's gonna be a low side. So low side, you have possible abrasion on that left side on this one, but he's got full gears, so hopefully nothing happens. All right, some bonus clips. Here we go. Don't ride on the tracks like this, especially when there's trains coming. Yeah, law of gross tonnage. Law of gross tonnage, buddy. And you don't want to be close either. You don't want to be close to the tracks because they can kick up rocks and... Ooh. Ooh. No buenos. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Suzuki Rookie. Here we go. We got a bus coming out. We're getting behind this person. Everyone's slowing down. There's other drivers acting dumb out here.
You alright? Yeah, what did you beep him for? What did you... He left the Bosco, didn't he?
Okay.
The wrong day. And then he...
All right, moving on. Here we go, going through here. We got it. Ah, we're slowing down. Hopefully we don't get rear-ended. Oh, person ran a light. It's a Prius, guys. Come on, it's always a freaking Prius. It's always a Prius. All right, moving through here. Angel or not. Angel or not. Got a little merge issue, but we're in a good position. Don't fight for the lane. Don't fight for the lane, dude. Just let that person in. Get behind that person. It's literally going to save you, what, a second or two in the long run? All right, move through here. Watch out for anybody doing some illegal stuff, which is a Prius. Once again. Handled it. Applied the brakes, but don't do the rev bomb. There's no reason to do the rev bomb. It's just a wasted movement. It's a wasted movement. Don't waste movements here. All right, special thanks to all his patrons like me. Whew. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're gonna jump right into the next one. Jump right into the next one. You know what? I need to get a drink of water. Let me go to the crew lounge real quick. Seriously? We're still having this issue? I had to run all the way back to my office to get water. My mic wasn't turned on. Anyways, guys, we're going to get right back into this. We're going to be talking about some more crashes. We got Bikerz in the Discord and the chat sometimes. Probably having a good time. Probably sleeping right now. But we're going to be getting back to class. Make sure you guys grab a slice of pizza. We have another Bikerz videos. We're going to talk about after action reviews. We're going to learn what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. This is a training organization called the MTC Rider Academy. If you want to come here, join first month is free. It supports the channel, and we have a lot of cool things coming up. Check out the beginning of the stream to know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and jump back in. Whew. I swear. Swear. Make sure you guys sign into class. Share. Share the video. Share the live stream. There we go, guys. Let's jump right into it. We have another Bikerz video. Honestly, I'm kind of getting tired. I want to go ahead and just power through this one. We did a lot of really good training on the first video. Let's talk about this one very briefly. Unyacht ride for fun. Here we go, traveling through the jungle forest area. Ooh, uncommon thing in a common situation. Locked up that back tire. Got a little bit of skidding going on, but he found it, perceived it, reacted. But then he went to go punch the mirror. Kind of dumb. Don't do that. Go ahead and find that escape path. Get yourself out of there. Jixer power. Going really fast. Really fast. Not going with the flow of traffic. Do we have somebody that's going to get in front of us and we're going to have to find that little itty bitty escape path? Yes, we do. Let's take a quick look at this one real quick. I want you guys to be paying attention. He is trying to plan his ride at this speed. I recommend you don't do this speed, but he found that escape path last second, got himself out of there, moving it right back in. Let's just not go this fast. How about we don't do that? All right, sector. Here we go. Ooh, okay. I thought you lost some traction there, but are we gonna do? We did. We got a little bit panicked. A little bit panicked. A little too fast for the corner. A little bit too fast for the corner. He tried to stand it up and apply the brakes, but he had a nice little brown stage moment where he panicked and break down a mental and physical performance. No bueno, no bueno. So let's take a quick look at that one again. So slow it down. We're going 98 right here. 98. I believe this is miles per hour. It could be kilometers. Who knows? But we're going through the turn. We're doing pretty good. Still doing pretty good. How come we panicked? I don't know. I don't know why we panicked, but we did. Did not look through the turn. Remember, do slow look, press, and roll. That's the simplest and easiest thing that you could do. You don't need to know advanced techniques like trail braking or anything like that. Trail braking is cool and all, but you know what? It's a little bit advanced for the beginner. So let's go ahead and jump into this part right here where he tries to slow it down and he dumps the bike. But he does have full gear. So part of being a smart rider is seeking out and recognizing that this was a hazardous situation. Didn't really maintain his fundamental skills. Let's put that back on the screen. He does have gear, so he acquired it and he's using it. So he's lifting up the bike. Hopefully this rider back there is going to rescue and do a quick assessment. All right, here we go. Going through here, we have in-town stuff. Rider side of the vehicle. Ooh, found his escape path. I hate those metal patches in the road. Little metal, whatever. Anyways, found that escape path. It was a pretty scary situation, so he's gonna get in through here. Okay, you see some sun in our eyes. I see the side of the vehicle right there. We should be in orange stage. We see this person coming out. We don't know what they're going to be doing, so we're constantly planning our ride, positioning ourselves for safety, locating hazards. He did a quick head check. He's moving over to the left lane. Did a great job. He did a good job with locating, and now he's positioning further away from the idiot in the van. So we're going to get up to here. Now imagine if he never switched lanes. Think about that. Think about that. Never switched lanes. He was in that far right lane. Boom, side of the vehicle, right into it. He positioned himself. He moved over. And now look at, he's in a position for safety to where it's just a tiny movement to the next lane for that swerve. Still sucks he had to do it. But now we're in this lane. We got to get ourselves back over because we had a median right here. We don't want to hit that either. So good job. Good job. Smart rider. Smart rider. Great one. All right, rider from 05. We have gravel on the road. Ooh. So we have multiple factors that contributed to this crash. Can you name the other one? We talked about gravel just now, but can you name the other factor that contributed to this?
You good, dude?
Outside of it being a...
Okay, wow.
Yeah, look at all that.
Oh, it's leaking something.
Yeah, it leaks out of the top.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I missed the road.
Shoot.
Bye.
All right, what do you think happened there? Let's take a quick look at this. Coming up through here. And then we're slamming the brakes. Why did we slam the brakes?
Shoot.
Why did we slam the brakes? Well, kind of got in a little panic. A little bit of a panic. Somebody was stopped right in front of them. We had a factor of gravel removing traction. We also have a factor of panic braking, locking up the brakes and sliding, so we lost traction there. Not a good situation. So in order to be a smart rider, you have to, you know, seek and maintain, but then also acquire gear just in case like a mistake like this happens. A mistake like this can happen. So if we have gear, hopefully we can mitigate any injuries that we possibly have. So I'm thinking elbows, shoulders, knees, and hips, and the head here, and maybe some ankles injuries, maybe some abrasions on all the other parts. Wear some gear, everybody.
It's out of the top.
Shoot.
Bye.
All right, we're coming through here. We have lots of random things that could happen, line of sight issues. I was not expecting a little schmeat car. Handled it. Handled it well. What's up, Redeemer? What's up, Redeemer? All right, help the channel, become a patron. We have our MTC Rider Academy. It's just like Patreon, but you actually get a bunch of training courses. There you go. An average rider. We got wet roads, lots of traffic, swerving, braking, swerving. That guy's switching over lanes. This is just absolute chaos. He handled it really well. James Kim, why are we recording this area? Because we want to look cool getting our knee down. Let's see. Yep. Wanted to look cool and get our knee down with our nice little fuzzy helmet. That's why we have a tripod there. Okay, so this is why we don't show off for the camera. We ride within our skill level. That guy did not even stop. All right, we gotta get out of this one because Ingrid doesn't like it when I do his videos. All right, here we go. Moving through here. Side of the vehicle. Okay, let's go ahead and move lane. Ooh, there you go. Switch lanes last second. Look forward, look forward, look forward, look forward. We're in the wrong lane. James A. I would not be sitting at this area. This is right at the edge of a... Hey, that's right where people will crash and low side into other people. So let's go ahead and think about rescuing a rider. Go help them out. We got plenty of people. Hopefully a lot of them have the rescue pack, which is on sale right now. Silence Fiction. Here we go. We're coming up to this. We got brakes. Ooh, almost. I think we endoed at that point. Almost hit that person. The guy's giving a thumbs up. Keep the rubber side down. All right. So we're traveling through here. Looks like a Honda Rebel. Ooh, got pushed out. Maintain, maintain, maintain. Handled it really well. Good job. That was a close call I wouldn't want to be in. Leak Geek. This is where I want you guys to practice your wheelies and stuff. So doesn't have a lot of gear. Hopefully his knees are still intact. Hopefully his knees are still intact. BM rules. Okay, watch out for merge issues. This guy looks like he wants to get in. Not an issue. That's an everyday occurrence. Just let him in. Be nice. A courteous driver. We have high vis on us. How come nobody's gonna see us then, right? We have high vis. High vis. White helmet. Doesn't matter. People are gonna do stupid stuff anyways. Dank Moto. Come on, wear some gear, dude. Spent all your money on a Ruroc helmet that should only cost about 150 bucks. Can't afford gloves. Whoa! That was extremely close. Extremely close. Idiots. But why are we taking multiple lanes? 4 people. We don't own the road. Now, can we do this? Because, you know, it could be 4 cars, right? Yeah. But then it's unsafe because you have idiots wanting to hit those gaps. All right, can't see anything here because we're aimed towards the ground. Are we in a low side? There it is. So typically, now the reason why I say, hey, are we going to low side here? Are we going to low side here? Is there going to be an issue like this? A low side, low side, low side. We're looking at corners. Cornering is dangerous just like an intersection. Typically with motorcycle crashes, it's the motorcycle rider failing to negotiate a curve or striking an object. So striking an object in an intersection is a left turner coming in front of us. We striked it. In a corner, failure to negotiate the corner is typically going to be a low side, high side, or just going off the road. So this should be an automatic orange stage. And since it's so common that people in corners failure to negotiate, it's typically a low side. So whenever I see a corner, I'm like, especially on a video like this, I'm like, it's going to be a low side. How do we prevent low sides? Slow look, press and roll. Don't try to lean super far. You lean farther because you think, oh, I'm going too fast. I got to lean farther to make this curve. No, just slow it down before going to the curve, and you don't have to lean super far. You go slow. You look through the corner. You press to initiate that counter steering, and then you roll on the throttle to get yourself out of there. So whenever I see this, I'm thinking low side. Most common, cornering crash. When I think of an intersection, most common crash is going to be a left turner, and you hit them. So if that's the case, come on, guys. What are the 2 most common reasons why motorcycle riders crash? Low side in the corners, hitting a left turner. How do we prevent it? Take the MTC Rider basic training course. Links in the description. First month is free. It's a 3-hour course, and you're going to learn quite a bit. All right, here we go. Intersection, orange stage, side of the vehicle, non-issue. Okay, we could slow down. Not a big deal.
What, man?
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I don't know what happened, Kaos. I was taking a drink, buddy. Sorry. Your head fell off. You wouldn't be able to hear me anyways.
Fuck. Back!
Yeah, it sucks. Get that adrenaline out. Was a deer? Oh. So now do Mondays. So they have that thing, the big antenna, because they have kite strings. Ooh. Yeah, impatience will get you. Kite strings that they have kite wars. So they have like little razor blades or glass. Not razor blades, but they have glass on the kite strings and they cut each other's kites. And then sometimes when that gets cut, you have a kite string that falls down, it gets across the road, but then it has glass. And so that thing was supposed to like catch it every single time you run into it instead of getting it in the neck. I learned that. I learned that in Afghanistan and a bunch of other places like this, and in Brazil and all that. Kite wars is actually a fun thing to do. Like it's, you know, soccer, like tennis, like it's just another sport. All right, here we go. Dixon and Moto Vlogs. Ooh, uncommon thing. Go ahead and apply the brakes. Let them in. Just let them have it. All right, bonus clips. Here we go. Yeah. Get it. Do they have wheelie bars on that thing? Oh, they do have wheelie bars on that thing.
Don't die on our account, but that would make great views on video.
What a bad A. All right, grip and rip.
Give it a rev if you want. Just twist that.
I don't know. I think it's cool that he does this, or people do this, but I'm just like, I think it's kind of cringy. I think it's kind of cringy.
No problem.
But you do you. That's just me. You do you. That's just me. Okay. I'd be upset if you did that in front of my baby without earmuffs. All right, here we go. Man like Meyer. Oh, did he just hit him? Get his license plate, write a note on that car with that license plate number and say, "This, I witnessed this person hitting him." Put your phone number down if you want. Call it a day. All right, we got gauntlet gloves, but no jacket. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. This is the one time I heard a horn work. Person's cutting you off. Okay. All right. Special thanks to his patrons. Very nice. Very nice. We do have one more video. But you know what? I think I might save it for next week. I think I might save it for next week. Because I do have quite a bit that I want to get done for the MTC Rider Academy. Oh, this one sounds like a ding-dong, like doorbell. We do have a lot going on with the MTC Rider Academy. We are working on the Smart Riders principles. So if you're new to the live stream right now, we were talking a little bit about what we're trying to do here at the MTC Rider Academy. We have a full-on training course right now with a bunch of drills, with the Smart Rider drills inside there with video examples. You could download the rescue booklet, the rescue card, read the book, everything. First month is free. Link is in the chat. First month is free if you use the discount code SmartRiderJoin. Think of it as like a Patreon. Think of it as you're supporting this creator, us, in delivering better content and free content as best we possibly can. But we're working on a whole new thing for 2023. It's going to be a full-on 12-week academy, fully inclusive. You're going to have a workout program. You're going to have all the Smart Rider principles. You're going to have rescue operations, the basic operations of a motorcycle, road strategy, mentorship training. And this is just a quick, oh my gosh, I spent 4 or 5 hours just brained like boom, 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 just like writing it out, talking about gear, talking about road strategy, talking about rescue operations, talking about what to do, getting informed consent, implied consent, basic assessment for this. And we're talking about how to call 911, what you're doing, why you need to tell somebody, how to ensure your own safety, looking for hazards, wearing PPE, how to stop major bleeds. And we're going to actually do a little bit more. Needs more if standalone. Like I'm telling myself, hey, we need to have more. This is not enough. So I'm working on that. Quickly assessing the severity, the head injury, spinal cord, shock symptoms. We talk about diaphoreses and like we not diarrheas, but diaphoreses where you just basically drenched in sweat, massive sweat. And I'm working on the teachers and mentors, other motorcycle riders. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. But guys, when it comes to riding a motorcycle, it's not as simple as hopping on and riding down the road. Many things go into it, like learning how to operate the motorcycle. You have to. So you just can't hop on. You got to do it. That seems the most obvious, but when it comes to riding on the streets, you now added a bunch of different factors. As a firefighter EMT, we ran into situations that were multi-dimensional. That would be easy, and that's not how life works. You add a little bit of weather, maybe some gravel on the road, and now a car wants to pull out in front of you. That's just the external factors. Do you know how to brake in time? What about maintaining a good space cushion so that you have room to brake? I got to work on the grammar. Do you know what to do with the gravel on the road? Now, it's not just one-dimensional, hop on the bike and go type activity. Since many moving parts and factors are involved, you have to boil it all down. Creating simplified concepts out of complex problems is the core of first principle thinking. We are going to break up these principles into 5 separate lessons, which I'm going to maybe change that up, to dive into the meat and the potatoes of it. To live these principles, you have to apply your own experiences. And we just got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's just go ahead. Right here. Oh, look at e-bike fundamentals. Let's go ahead. Right here. Abrasion mitigation, impact mitigation, weather mitigation, body temperature regulation. Talking about heat cramps, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, hypothermia, early symptoms, late symptoms. Guys, we have so much stuff. Let's go ahead and head out into the office and chitty chat for a little bit. Go ahead and crisscross applesauce right up front. Crisscross applesauce right up front. Oops. Somebody push the button. Oh. Thank you, Brandon West, for the 99 cents. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the best way to learn, Laura. Learn from mistakes that are not your own. Join the MTC Rider Academy. Yeah, we're starting on a dirt bike redeemer is pretty good. You get to learn about traction loss really well. What kind of helmet do I wear? I wear a Shoei Hornet X2 on the motorcycle and a Bell. I forgot the name. I think the 3R. It's a full face. Whew. We got a lot going on. Insurance recommendation? I would get quotes from everybody. I personally like full coverage, comprehensive, whatever it is they call it. Have I ever watched MotoMadness? Yes. Yes. They're okay. I haven't watched them in a long time. Long time. Hey, look at this. We got Luis joining the MTC Rider Academy. Luis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Become a smart rider today. You have your permit besides time and in the seat and practicing drills in parking lots and watching your ARs. What else do you recommend? If you feel confident, practicing the drills in the parking lots, and you have your permit and you're watching the AARs, I would go, obviously keep watching this channel, right? I would go into like a neighborhood and practice neighborhood riding because, the max speed is 25 miles an hour. You're going to get sides of the vehicles quite a bit because every driveway, consider it as an intersection. So while you're in the neighborhood, be an orange stage. You pull up to a stop sign, in a cross street. You're going to practice your progressive braking that way. And you're going to have to look left, look right, look left. And since you have intersections, you have to be prepared for any left turners. But sticking with neighborhoods are really good. Practice your right turns, turning right on that 90-degree turn, turning left on the 90-degree turn. Get to a point where you're like, man, I can do stopping, I can do turning, I see sides of the vehicles. I'm not paranoid. I feel comfortable with sides of the vehicles. I feel comfortable with these intersections. And the only factor that you can really improve on that is the speed now. So instead of 25, 30 in a neighborhood, go to a street that is adjacent to that. Maybe it's 35, maybe it's 40. And so all you're doing is practicing everything you learned in the neighborhood, but just at a higher speed. That's what I would do. I think that'd be the great next step. Justin Cross, thank you for being here. Yeah, I definitely would take. The MSF is good. I don't know if I would definitely take it, but the MSF, like, if you're like, I really want to get like hands-on, maybe I'm missing something that I need somebody to point out. MSF is great. Very good. If you can get a good discount or get it for cheap, go ahead and do that. Or any type of training organization. Yep. But that's what that noise was. I have a lot of work on when it comes to the concepts of the Smart Rider stuff and then developing the curriculum for the academy. I am testing out the workouts, which Let's see. I was testing out the camera angles too. I'm like working out. Sandbag. Yesterday was sandbag. Then working on the sandbag stuff. Damn, I look good. Yeah, working out on the sandbag. This is it was 15 rows, 15 back squats. Let's get to the back squats, and then 15 10 jump overs, side lateral jumps. And my back was like sore. So I'm practicing all this stuff because I know you guys are gonna need to get into it yourself. Yeah, there we go. Get into there. Get that squat. I want you guys to see a squat. The squat looks good. Nice deep squat. Yeah. Anyways, making sure that we get into it. Make sure we're getting in shape. Get in there. Work. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of things that I want to get going. But, guys, I think it's time for me to get back to it. Get back to work. I got to deliver some of these packages. But I'll see you next week. I'll give you an update tomorrow on the Discord, how the week went. See you later.